Hey, this is Brad, N Street Bees. It's February 13th, I believe it is. Sorry, it's windy out. It's crazy windy off and on. I'm north of Houston about an hour. We never say miles, we always say time in Texas. About an hour, so it's about 45-50 miles. I live in the country. This is my first spring coming out of winter. I had, going into winter, 3 hives. I had the hive you're looking at here far left was number 1. This one here was number 2. And then on the very end, number 3. Number 2 ended up being a combination because of kind of a mishap with the USPS getting a queen here. It was going to end up with 4, but they came through strong. This number 1 on the left was a nuke. We started with 2 nukes at the beginning of last year. That nuke turned into 2 deeps and 4 supers. We ended up getting 32 pounds. I wish 32 gallons. 32 pounds of honey. Incredible honey too, incredible. And just a super producer. And this queen was just incredible. She's amazing. It was an Italian Italian queen. And we probably took, over the period of the early summer and midsummer, I'm trying to remember, I'd have to look at my notes, but I want to say about 5 frames total of Cap Brood, because she's just unbelievable, and used that to help the other 2 that were struggling at first. Well, as I said, it's February 13th, and again, this is my first year doing this. And I was out here Monday. This is Thursday. I was out here Monday, and I saw a couple drones on this box here, number 1. And I was thinking, I mean, I knew I had good solid numbers, and I was thinking, you got to be kidding me. I hadn't even done the first hive inspection. I'd just been giving them some 2-to-1 sugar syrup for about the last 2 weeks because they started bringing in pollen that was not what I was giving them on the supplemental. So something around here is blossoming already. So yesterday evening, my wife and I came out here, and I got out later than I wanted to. And we started to do the first inspection, and this hive had 2 deeps, as I said, and a super. I left the honey that was in that super for them to get through the winter, and we started to pull the frames of the super, not sure what I was going to find. And after about the 3rd frame, and I wish I could have videoed it, but I just couldn't. After about the 3rd frame, I started seeing queen cells. That's right, queen cells. February 13th, Texas, and I've got queen cells. There were a total of, that I saw, and I really wasn't like searching hard. I was looking for the queen, but I wasn't searching hard. There were a total of 15 queen cells in these 3 boxes, I'm sorry. The super and the top and bottom box. So I'm not prepared for this. I was never expecting this to happen. So basically, I left the bottom box. There's about 4 queen cells in there, I believe. They have a little bit of everything. I took the other deep and put it over here, so it would be number 4, I guess. I've got some feed on there. That's not a super, it's for feed. And then the medium, I just picked it up, the super, and put it right there. So, you know, everybody had queen cells, everybody had uncapped. I didn't see any eggs. That's the one thing that was making me wonder. If I could have videoed what I was doing, you would see that most of the queen cells were a little higher up, so I hope it didn't happen because I never saw the queen, but something might have happened to her. So but there's so many queen cells in that genealogy. I'm so excited to have more of that line. Like I said, that line is just unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Now, this number 2 hive, they were pretty packed, but they didn't have queen cells or anything like that, so they're okay. I just gave them this last weekend the second brood box and then some feed up on top of that. And let me get in here and just show you how much, see if we can see how much pollen they are still bringing in. It's just ridiculous. Every bee almost seems to have pollen. I don't know if you can see it or not. I hope you can. The light's not perfect. It's getting a little late here. It's about 5:15. And so even this one, I think they're fanning. Again, I'm such a rookie at this, but I think they're fanning because they're queenless. I don't think the queen was in there. I could have been wrong. Might have missed her in a box. These girls, they just seem to kind of be settling, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. I'm sure there's going to be lots of drift between these, I know, but I just did the best I could with what I had. As you can see, I didn't even have another telescoping lid, so I just made do with what I could. I've got stuff coming, but that's all I could do for the moment. And here's the other thing. So I know number 2's okay, and number 1's good. Number 3, number 4, I haven't even looked in number 5. And number 5 is taking down 2 quarts of 2-to-1 sugar syrup about every 3 days. I'm hoping, and almost not, that the same situation, but at the same time, I don't have the equipment. I just painted up some nuke boxes last night, so that's where we're gonna have to go with the next ones, which is fine. I mean, I would have done it with these other ones too. It's just I wasn't ready. It wasn't painted, and we do get a lot of rain down here, so I wasn't about to take a chance of that. So N Street bees went from 3 hives to 5 immediately, and I would not be surprised if we go to more than that when I can get to these guys number 5 tomorrow. I just thought it was pretty cool, and like I said, I want to see if I can get in on this hive. These girls have been a little bit, just a little bit cantankerous here lately. It's been windy and weird weather, but I hope you can see them bringing in this pollen. It's crazy. I think around here we're different than, of course, everywhere else up there where people, even Skinny Bee Man, I was watching his video and he had snow. We don't like snow down here. But we have elm trees. Like I said, I live out in the country, so there's elm trees over there, and I do a lot of gardening. My peach trees, pretty much everything is in blossom, and it is without a doubt spring in Texas. Maybe a cold front here or there, but no, it's spring. It's just nuts. So anyway, I hope to do more videos. I'd like to do them like David does them, one-handed, but I only have one hand, so that ain't gonna work. So I have to try to figure out how to use a tripod or something. But I hope this is exciting to you as it is to me, especially if any of you folks that happen to watch it are up in the ice and snow and miserable. It's about 72 degrees right now out here, just windy. Anyway, N Street Bees, check it out.